We got a report today from the NBA that they've conducted, I think, 326 tests that they reported 0 positives. How does that make you feel? Are you aware of that? And what's the general consensus there about that kind of thing?
Yeah, I saw that earlier. I mean, I don't see how you would take that as anything other than good news. I'm not here to make a hot take on that. I mean, I think it's good news, and hopefully that means something good going forward. But obviously, we all plan on being here for a while longer, so we have to continue to keep testing negative. But I guess it's probably a little reassuring that it seems that things are working the way that the league intended them to work.
Yeah, one other one. Nick was just talking to us, and he suggested that this team, because of the not basketball IQ, the general IQ of its players, is interesting and sort of challenging and fun to be around. The players feel that as well, that there are interests outside of the game that are sort of easier to deal with because you're all sort of bright and friendly and good guys?
Yeah, it definitely makes your odd time easier to pass by. You have different things to talk about, different things to do with each other, different things to discuss, and it makes it challenging. I think we all sharpen each other in one way or another. I think obviously we got a lot of experience on this team and guys that are passing knowledge, and then we have some young talented guys that bring the youth and the energy, and it's just a good mixture. So I think that we have a very interesting group of people, and we put it all together and make it work.
Thanks very much for your time, Fred. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Doug. Next, we'll go to Michael Grange.
Oh, Fred?
What's up, Mike?
Oh, you can hear me. Good. Looks like you got a haircut. I don't want to. Is that good?
Yeah, a little bit. Have you got one yet?
I have not got one. No. I'm starting to think I'm going to have to, though.
Yeah, at some point.
Listen, you've had so many guys on this team, yourself included, who've had really good years this year. Why do you think that is? Like, why have so many guys been able to sort of express themselves offensively, in particular, in ways that maybe we might not have anticipated or hadn't seen until this point?
I think you had a case where there's a lot of guys playing roles to a winning team. So, I mean, especially myself, for example, I tried to make the most of whatever opportunities I was presented with in the last, few years. I think you see that role, increase as I think you saw that role increase a little bit this year along with other guys. And the other thing is we haven't been healthy. So, with guys out, it's even more opportunity for other guys. So me and Norm were joking about it. Like, we never really had a full team all year. So, when I was out, he got more looks. When he was out, I got more looks. And it was just a less, basketball to go around when we've had guys out. So I think it was a good balance of guys, working hard, getting better, more opportunity, and then picking up for each other, due to the injuries.
I mean, which leads me maybe to my next question. Crossing fingers, you guys stay healthy. How is that going to work itself out where you got 9, 10, 11 guys who've had moments this year, let alone your top 8, but really 10, 11 guys have really, had big moments and maybe would like to keep having big moments. How does that work itself out as you guys get ready to play again?
A little bit of natural selection and just, it just got to figure it out as time goes on. It'll be a process. I don't expect you to see us at our best right away, August 1st, but, hopefully we can build to that pretty quickly and find our rotations and find our rhythm and, lineups shorten up quite a bit in the playoffs anyway, so that'll solve a lot of that. And, it's just got to be unselfish and you got to be win first, and then, we know we got a pecking order and follow that to a certain extent and then get what the game takes you. So, especially once we get in the playoff, different series present different opportunities for guys. I mean, there's no better, example of that than last year. And I think we all learned from that and just, allow ourselves to stay patient within, the ups and downs of a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months.
Fred, thanks. It's always great to hear from you.
We will go to Josh Lundberg next.
Hey, Fred. Thanks for doing this. I know you guys have been doing 5-on-5 work and scrimmaging amongst yourselves over the last week. Do you anticipate it feeling much different when you face another team on Friday, being that it's been so long since you guys have played against anyone other than yourself?
Yeah, it'll be way different. It's way different. It's really hard to practice against yourself for a couple weeks. You know, whether it's guys knowing your moves or your plays or, you know, cheating the drills or whatever, you know, practice can get tough sometimes where it's hard to score, it's hard to win. And we've been having, you know, really good practices and really good, you know, high competition level. Hasn't been the prettiest basketball, but I think guys, you know, hearts are in the right place. And, you know, hopefully once we get out there and play against somebody else, we'll be able to kind of let loose a little bit more and just kind of go out there and play and let, you know, let things come to us. It'll be more of a rhythm game. Practice is kind of, you know, jumped up and physical, and the coaches are the worst, you know, officials in the world. So I don't know how many times we'll be looking forward to having our NBA refs, but we're definitely looking forward to it.
Do you have to go into it? You sort of touched on it there, but do you have to go into it making a conscious effort to ease your way in, or do you just sort of let loose and see where it goes and how you feel once you're in there?
Me personally, that's not how I play. So I only really know how to play one way, and, you know, that'll be the coach's job to Nick and the staff to kind of, you know, hold the reins a little bit and pull the reins back. And however, it's up to me. I'm playing all 48, so that's how I like to play. And, you know, I don't really know any other way other than to go out there and compete, you know, at a high level.
Thanks, Fred. Appreciate it.
We will go to Mike Ganter next.
Hey, Fred. How you doing?
Like, I'm good.
Good. I wanted to ask you a little bit about the jumbo lineup or the big lineup that Nick's been talking about a little bit. First off, are you getting? I'm assuming you and Kyle both get turns in there. And when you do get a turn in there, what's that like? Why is that group so effective? I mean, usually big guys, too many big guys, it can slow things down. But Nick just seems to be really happy with it.
I'm not sure I'm a part of any jumbo lineup, so
I thought you and Kyle were in and out. I thought.
I don't know if I'm in that group, so you might have to. That might be a better question for somebody else. I don't even know what lineup you're talking about, to be honest with you.
Mark, Serge, OG, Pascal, and then I thought one of you were Kyle.
Pat McCall, maybe that'll be a jumbo lineup. I don't know if Freddie V is in any jumbo lineups.
All right, I'll take that one back. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks, Mike. Last question for Fred. We'll go to C-Rat from Yahoo Sports, and then O'Shea is waiting in the wings.
Hey, Fred. How's it going?
How you doing?
Good. So I was wondering if, you know, since the announcement came that Westbrook and his clothing line would be partnering with the NBPA for practice jerseys that had stronger social justice messaging, if you were planning on wearing any, and if you knew which ones you were going to be wearing, if so.
Say that one more time.
If you were going to be,
that question?
are you going to be wearing any of those practice jerseys, and if so, which ones?
I think it's just T-shirts that Russ is doing. That's what.
Sorry, yeah, T-shirts, yeah.
I don't know how those are being distributed. I don't know if they're for sale. I don't really know the details. I just saw the announcement, and I saw some of the shirts, and it looks really cool. And obviously, you know, I have my own thing, so I really respect Russ's, you know, movement and his place in the fashion world. So I thought it was dope, and, you know, hopefully I can get my hands on some of those shirts. I think I saw one that said "by any means necessary." That was actually what I wanted to put on my jersey. So if I can get a hold of that shirt, I would love to have it for sure. So I'll definitely try to find out, you know, how to get those.
Okay. You know, just in general, it seems like the first time, at least publicly, that the players have really pushed back against the NBA and wanted, you know, more freedom from them. What's it been like for you to navigate that?
I mean, it was a disagreement of what, you know, how they handled the jersey thing, and there was really nothing more than that. We haven't really had too many things to disagree with them with, from my perspective. I'm not on a lot of the calls, you know, that Chris and the executive committee do. I think our union does a great job. Our leadership, you know, does a great job. But there's some things they miss on, and they're going to get it right. And I thought that they mishandled the jersey situation a little bit. I get it from a corporate side of things, but it just is a little, you know, distasteful to me personally. But it is what it is. You move on, and And I mean, I'm not losing sleep over putting something on my jersey. I think there's a lot bigger fish to fry and a lot more work to do. And, you know, there's real issues going on. You know, Breonna Taylor's, you know, killers are still walking around and living a very, you know, free life. So I think there's other things that we can worry about, you know, more so than what we're putting on the back of our jerseys. And obviously, I think I know a lot of guys that I talk to, myself included, would have liked some more freedom and input and, you know, duty to kind of pick what you want. But I get it from a business side of things. I understand where they're coming from, and you disagree and you move on.